welcome back Nations Cup. We're down to our last few teams here. And as you can tell by that last match, it can only get more intense. We're not even to the grand finals yet, and that was the last set that you guys saw. And it's not gonna be any easier from here. In fact, it gets even harder.
بعد ما شفنا المباراة اللي قبل شوي هذه كانت بس لمحة عن ممكن عن ايش ممكن يكون في على الجراند اوف فاينل. المباراتين الجاية حتى برضو اللي راح تكون معنا كلها راح تحدد من الفرق اللي راح ينتقلون معنا يواجهون فيها باكستان في النهائيات. المباراة الحالية الخسران بينها راح يودع المنافسة والفائز بينهم راح ينافس فيها كوريا في المباراة الجاية.
Just to make things clear, from here on out, if you're coming from the lower bracket, you not only have to win your next match, but you then have to beat Korea. And if you want to be a champion, you're going to have to beat Pakistan twice. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even know if that's mathematically possible. I'm going to just be real.
صحيح الاحتمالات صارت ترجع بشكل كبير لصالح منتخب باكستان، لكن ما ندري وش ممكن يصير. السيناريوهات برضو ممكن تكون جدا كبيرة وحتى برضو تحمل احتمالات جدا مختلفة. عندنا المنتخبات شفناهم صنعوا المستحيل في هذه البطولة وعندهم الفرص انهم يحققون الانجاز الاكبر. عندنا المنتخبين الحين اللي جاهزين نروح نرحب فيهم على المسرح، هم منتخبين ورونا مستواهم شلون كان. واحد فيهم كان معنا في الابر براكت والثاني جاينا من اللور براكت.
Now that we know what's on the line, once again, this team is near and dear to me, honestly, and I can't take anything away from it. So I'm gonna need you guys to make the noise that I can't make right now. Make some noise for America! Back at it again. Once again, the lower bracket is where USA is right now. They would need to pull off some crazy victories, but I know they're up to the challenge. Anakin, the original Joe Crush, and Joey Fury.
المنتخب الامريكي يبغى يرجع، يبغى ياخذ الثأر بعد ما خسر في مباراتها ضد كوريا، واذا فاز في هذه المباراه راح يواجه فيها مره ثانيه المنتخب الكوري عشان يقدر يحقق النصر فيها. انا متاكد، وحتى برضو كلمت اللعيبه ان قد ايش ان عندهم القدره العاليه، وورونا حتى برضو الاول التاي بريكر كانت معهم، والحين يبغون يرجعون مره ثانيه. في خاطرهم شيء مره كبير، لكن هل خصمهم بيكون سهل؟ هل خصمهم بيكون بهذه السهوله اللي راح يكون حتى برضو منافس جدا شرس في هذه المباراة؟ شفناه انتصر على المملكة المتحدة في المباراة الماضية، كانت بنتيجة جدا ساحقة. فأعزائنا المشاهدين، أعزائنا الحضور، أعطونا تحية لمنتخب اليابان.
One of the long-standing regions of Tekken supremacy. When it comes to Tekken, it's not a lot of times, there's not a lot of years you can't mention how dominant and how strong Japan is. I mean, they have a TWT champion, a young legend, and even somebody like Nobi out there. I mean, what more can you want from a team like Japan who could definitely still be in the races to take this tournament?
المنتخب الياباني عليه حمل جدا ثقيل، خصوصا ان بعد ما ذكروا انها هي لعبه يابانيه ويبغون يحققون فيها الانجازات ويعتبرونها هذه ارضهم الالكترونيه. نبغى نشوف منافستهم كيف راح تكون، هل يقدرون يكملون فيها الى النهائيات يواجهون فيها باكستان ويواجهون برضو فيها كوريا. المباراه ما راح تكون سهله، احدهم راح يكمل مشوار والثاني راح يودع المنافسه. راح نبدا لكم المباراه وننتقل الحين ونخلي اللعيبه ياخذون اماكنهم. نبدا لكم فيها مباراه الحين.
Players, take your positions and get ready for these games. All right, guys, pop quiz, hot shots. If you guys would like the USA to take it, make some noise. But if you guys would like Japan to take it, make some noise. Oh, okay, all right, I like you guys. Kind of down the middle there.
قريبين شوي من التعادل في التشجيع، لكن خلينا نشوف نتيجة المباراة ترجح لمين، هل المنتخب الأمريكي ولا المنتخب الياباني؟ وخلونا نبدأ المباراة وننتقل مع المعلقين.
Let's send it to the commentators.
ونروح على طول مع المعلقين.
Okay, yes, thank you, Steve. And AT, man, we have an absolute doozy here. Once again, I am Sam the Dane, but this time I'm joined by MYK. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. The tournament action here has been phenomenal here at Gamers8 Nations Cup for Tekken 7. And right now we have coming up the coin toss for the selector match.
Yeah, so this is determining the sides. And it is Joey, he picks side 1, P1 side, fighting from left to right, leaving Nobi on the P2 side. Or Team Japan, sorry, I should say. Team USA and Team Japan, because it's not the captains that have to play.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is top 4, huge amounts of money on the line. Every time they win, it's a huge chunk of change. But yeah, this selector match is super crucial. Like Spag said, you know, Joe Crush has some good dubs over Chikuden, and that's no easy feat. But is he going to be able to do that again? And the order on who they send up first and getting that sneak peek on who the opposing team's first member is going to be super important.
Yeah, they definitely want it. I mean, the side selection, I feel like it is very important for the entry and the boss match. I mean, but I think what both teams are going for is the rival reveal to win this first to 2 round match here. And it looks like for the selector match, we do have Anakin sitting down here and shaping up. I didn't see who Team Japan have sent up for their selector match.
I think it's going to be Nobi. I saw his stick on the left. Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be good.
You know, it's interesting too because Anakin says his favorite player is actually Nobi. So this is there's a little bit of respect here coming out of Anakin's side, going to the Japan side.
I like this. It's funny because they touched on it on the analyst desk there that both of these teams have. I mean, it feels like almost diminishing to call it a disrespectful style, but it's not just sort of, you know, swing for the fences. I'm just going to push buttons quicker than you're going to push them. So we're about to see an explosive set here between these two.
Yeah, of course, the selectors match. The first round is going to determine which side they get to play on, and then the second, if you win the whole game, it's a first to 2 game here. If you win the whole game, you get to see who the rival reveal is going to be for the opposing team.
Yeah, clutch moments here now. I mean, it really does. It gives you such an advantage here, especially because you're talking Joe Crush has that, you know, tournament record against Chikuden. So for USA, it's such a big deal to get the rival reveal, and Japan want to take that away and keep that air of mystery about who they're going to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that's such a cool little trophy right there.
Sick.
I really hope that thing can break apart into 3 pieces so each member of the team can take home a piece.
Yo, hand me that trophy and a saw. I'll sort it out. Don't you worry, man. Yeah, okay, we are getting into site select there. You see the cubes falling.
Got the stage select too. It's going to be Dragon's Nest.
Interesting. So I wonder, I mean, Anakin is probably playing the Jack. Who do you think Nobi's got?
Maybe the Fang, maybe the Dragon off to the side. There's the Fang, the mains are out.
Yeah, I mean, look, as we were talking about, it is super important for the rival reveal. They want to take home this this W here, and it's only the selector match.
Yeah. And you know, during the pandemic, especially when we're all stuck at home playing online Tekken mostly, I think a lot of players get really used to playing on that 1P side too, so it's also a comfort zone. So this first round could be crucial. Nice punish there from Anakin on the one setting 1-2-1, but the forward 4 of the gods catches him.
There you go. Big body character as well that Anakin is using, opening himself up to some different combos, but the arrow
didn't quite get the wall, still has the advantage though, and the wall jump, but it was all Sfax's.
Okay, these boys are coming out to play here.
Oh, big Eva dash hop kick for the punish, and Nobi's gonna get the side attack round.
Round
2.
Okay, but as we were talking about, this is where crunch time is. Remember, guys, 2 rounds here. Could have pulled the trigger on the punish. He gets it.
Yeah, this is for the rival reveal now. Nobi gets the first launch as well. Has the wall pressure, adding up all the down back 3 out of nowhere, hopping, and that's going to be that.
Perfect. With a 7 golden letters, probably the quickest selector match we've seen happen all week.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wild. But that means Japan get to know who's coming up first and can balance their their team order around that.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I wonder who they're going to send up first. You know, of course, we've been saying Joe Crush has that tournament record against Chikuden, so I don't expect USA to be sending up Joe Crush here first. Maybe Joey, maybe try to save Anakin for that middle spot.
Yeah, I mean, Japan, I mean, you've 3 world-class players on both teams, actually. So, I mean, if there was no rival reveal, you could see any order going up right now. But it looks like Joey Fury is stepping up here.
All right, Joey has been performing with that Marduk all week.
Yeah, dude, it's a crazy Marduk. Okay, but who have we got? It looks like it might be Nobi.
Wow, they're sending Nobi back up in the entry position here to go up against Joey Fury. Marduk versus Fang, it's not a bad matchup because, you know, a lot of times Fang down back 3, minus 15, launch punishable by most of the cast, but Marduk doesn't actually have a while standing 15.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, a little more harassment coming out of the Fang most likely in this matchup.
Yeah. Let's see. Last minute team strategy discussions here.
Oh, no, we got the switch.
The switch, both, double, tag. We got Ow.
Ow is such an interesting player here because he has that super solid play, but he could also go for the hard 50-50s, and he's not afraid to risk it all.
Yeah, I mean, this MYK, this is going to be an absolute barn burner here, a slobber knocker. These 2 teams are just chomping at the bit, ready to get out here and smash each other to pieces. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, and of course, the winner of this set is going to be going into the lower bracket finals here, solidifying their top 3 finish here today.
So much money. I mean, it's so much money. Whew.
This is going to be a tough one. Joey with the Marduk going up against the Kunimitsu. Kunimitsu, you know, Arslan said it himself that he didn't think that she was too strong right when she first released. But now he's been mostly maining her, and a lot of other players have been following suit.
All right, that's the sights, or that's the character select music there. Here we go, a little bit of a button check, and we are in the game. Team USA versus Team Japan. I mean, I know the answer, but who you shouting for?
I mean, of course, I got to root for my boys, USA. Joey Fury, the regional champion from TWT last year. He also made some very good placement at the TWT finals earlier this year as well.
Get ready for the next
See if he could face up to Al. Al also had a great showing at the TWT finals in Group A. You know, he beat Arsanash, beat Nee in that pool as well, but still wasn't able to make it out, surprisingly, the death bracket.
The round robin format really got him dirty in that one here, but we are on a different format. We are here with the 3v3 team tournament, and in the entry position, we have Ao versus Joey Fury. Duomo de Sirio, let's get it on!
This is big, top 4 action.
Chunky. I like it. I like it. All right.
Fight.
Right off the bat, round start, Hopney coming out of Al. Joey Fury gets the flow, and the 2 ground throw, big damage. Already good 50% coming out of Joey Fury. Nice duck on the string there as well, staying patient and ducking until the 4th hit. Gets the counter and it's perfect already. Round number 1.
That was a dirty round 1. Maybe Joey is going to teach out that he does need to respect his playstyle. I mean, oh wait.
Up
No.
back 2, counter at 13 frame. He gets the Okizeme with the down 3 as well.
We're going to catch him on his entry here. Set 3. Wow. Just lets it rock. No problem.
Still has the screw, gets the extra push with the empty set after the Valkyrie break. And he goes to, gets the wall. Doesn't overcommit for the wall combo though. Minus 14, only takes the jabs. Unbreakable throw because he went for the power crush, but the wall's coming into play soon. He's got to cash out soon. Nice, perfectly carries to the wall, and the
Dead?
Rage Art's gonna hit.
Dead?
I believe so. This should be
I'm
it.
dead?
He's
Is it?
number 1. No, Pixel. Oh my God.
Oh, what's that kunai?
Oh no, watch the kunai, watch the Rage Art gone. Alice still keeping it a far range game. Joey runs up in there with the blockable shoulder, gets the down jab under the jabs.
Let's go, Joey Fury. 2 rounds on the board here.
Big wrecking ball back 2, but caught him airborne, no counter hit. Already gets a 50% though with the forward 1+4 into the mid.
Joey just chilling, man.
I'll keep stepping to the left. Down back 2 is pretty decent that way, but he's still stepping. Kunimitsu has phenomenal movement. Tiny frame character as well.
Yo.
Reads the full crush sweep and a dominant first game from Joey Fury. 3-0.
3-0 and Team USA are smiling. They are looking happy there for a minute. Joey Fury with a little nod. Did you see that? He said, yeah, I know.
Joey all weekend, man. He's just been smiling, he looks like he's having a good time out here.
Yeah. I think most of the players are having a good time, you know, in and outside of this tournament. We're here in the beautiful Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, in the capital here, and they have been looking after us very, very well here for Gamers8.
And this round number 1 was so dominant from Joey, and even right here, it looked like Joey was going to take it with the Rage Art, but still ends up closing out that round. Now looking a little stressed. Game number 1 to Joey. Very clean stuff. Turns around, smiles to his teammates. I got this, guys.
Yeah, that wasn't even a team discussion. He was like, oh, yo, where are we going after this?
What are we eating for dinner
Yo,
tonight?
there's an ice cream place just down the street. We going down.
And big shout outs to Gamers8 once again. This is not just a gaming event. It also has like a music festival as well. It's so cool, man.
Stop, dude. We went down and saw some of the acts that were on the other night, man. We had a great evening, man. Okay, but we're going to the Infinite now.
This really seems to be the MO from AO.
Yeah.
right? If he loses the first game, we're going right into the Infinite stage. Great choice for Kunimitsu.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movement character, and she's able to close the gap at any time with her set stance. Gets the unskilled here with the side step 2 forward forward 2 ender. No counter it there, just gets the high crush on it.
Right, the mask off all the way around.
Back with combo.
You were talking about it in game 1. I mean, Kunimitsu's movement so difficult to like catch when she gets going.
Fight.
Wow, was a little late on the wall standing 3 punish there. Had the right read. Joey cutting off the set stance with a couple of jabs.
Right, up at range 0 here. Just absolutely swinging here. Counter hit.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
What the
That was
stance
the jab.
big launcher?
That was a jab.
She's actually gone when she's doing that. She does teleport. There's nothing to hit there for a split second.
Fight.
Okay.
Round start Hockney again.
How do you do that in round 1 of the game? Get absolutely punished for it, lose all of your positioning, and then just decide in the middle of game 2, you're like, nah, this time it hits.
And if you saw that right there too, the next opportunity he had, well, I guess the back turn launch here though, the next opportunity he had, he went for the hot knees again to double, and then the jabs go straight over Kunimitsu's head.
Wow.
So there's definitely some character matchup here with those hot knees.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about Marduk against the Akuma because his jabs hit a little bit higher. So to see it go over Kunamitsu's head as she's in that hoppy position. She's getting out
Gets
of
the
there.
running tackle. And Al was just guessing. I don't care. I'm just going to wiggle the button. Hopefully I get it. You don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, just outside of range. One more launch should do it here for Joey Fury to equalize the round count.
The mid check there with the down back two and tags him with the little...
Oh,
nice.
again.
KO.
He sniffed those out every time so far. 2 for 2 here on the low full crouch sweeps.
Match point here for Joey. Nice 10-frame punish there on the power crush. Standing 3, that has to be an accident. No Marta Claire means to do standing 3 on purpose. Ooh, dancing around with the scances. Some Kunimitsu trickiness.
Yup. Nice
Throw
break. Joey here in the backseat.
Joey just commanding with the jazz, but since Al already did the sidestep right, the second hit of that launch actually does not connect, and he finds a launch right at the end, tying up the score 1-1.
1-1, you said it there, Mike. He looks back here now. I'm sure it's not going to be the same laughs and smiles from Team USA here and now. You got to get your head in the game. There is serious money on the line for this next couple of sets that you got to play through.
Yeah, a lot of the times when a grappler loses one game, especially with the stage select rule, a lot of times you'll see them going to Forgotten Realm, the triple decker 4-break stage. But Kunimitsu does kind of have some nasty stuff on this stage too. She can sidestep 2-1+2 into an unskilled, which does a good chunk of damage after the 4-break. But Marta does have a little bit more benefits on that stage. We'll see. I don't think we'll be going there though.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. But here we go. Some of the highlights. Yeah, every time really good. That sidestep 2 quarter circle forward ender.
Yeah, finding that last launch at the end, tying the game count up. Looking stressed out here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it from Joey right there too. The victory was so close, brought that second game down to the final round. Just wasn't able to close it out just yet.
Yeah. Let's see now going into game 3 here. Now the final game between these two. MYK, you still shouting for the USA?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to check in periodically, see how you're getting on. Right, we're going to Duomo de Sirio. Interesting choice. We do have access to the balcony break, and then the long area down the bottom, which we saw Kunamitsu hit the wall from the balcony break.
Yeah, that empty set stance, just to push him a little bit more after the balcony break was really nice.
All right, we're throwing cars around the place.
This is an American made.
Round 1.
Where's out of here, hot dog?
Okay.
Joey, just a lot of checks right now. Jab, jab, while sending 1. Went into VTS, then catches him with the Python.
Uh-oh.
There it is again. This time, adjusts the punish with the up forward 1-2 Gorilla Rush. Better hitbox on that. Gonna send her to the sidewall. 2 throw her back on it. A little extra damage with that.
Round 2.
That was a pretty sick combo. The way that it did hit on the sidewall, but Joey said, "I'll try to grab instead."
Yeah, good situational awareness there from Joey Fury.
Yeah. Don't give her any respect. I like it.
Oof. Oof. I like this jab checks from Joey, but gets low parried here on the close forward 2.
Could
Are
be
we
going
gonna break
downstairs.
it? Yes, we are. Up 3+4 into the unskilled.
50% life gone. Good break. Joey's been attempting that throw a lot this weekend. You can also use it as a side switch, even if it's broken.
Right.
So it can be a very
And
clever.
he gets one here. This should be it. Sidestep left just to ensure that he doesn't have a sidewall scenario coming into play. Joey Fury now on match point.
Fight.
Match point here for the entry round. USA coming up absolute clutch right now.
Nice flashed up on the power crush there. 1 throw is good. It doesn't have a traditional 1 throw animation. She lifts the leg. Kind of like martial law's run-up throw.
Yeah. Ooh, nice little low parry on the almost the last couple of frames of the set 3.
Yeah, you know, Ao's been going to that set 3 a little bit more freely because, you know, like the Fang scenario I explained earlier, he can't launch it, so he has to low parry it.
Yeah.
Wow, checks the full crouch mix with the back 4. Dive kick, no good, and Joey takes it with the down 4.
Yes, Joey Fury, you can see it already, the emotion. He secured a point for his team here, and you can see it there. Just look at this, Joey Fury stepping up.
Pumped up right now, getting the first score on the board for Team USA.
Now, the real question here is, what are Japan going to do now? Who are they going to send out? I mean, if you're in Japan's camp, what do you do?
You know, I'm pretty sure if you're Japan, and Shipperton knows it too, right? So you're gonna probably try to avoid Joe Crush at all costs. But that was, you know, the side selector match was only, or the reveal match, the rival reveal was only for round number 1.
Yep, so they knew Joey Fury was coming up, but it's still the mix-up here because both of these, I mean, we could see USA throw Joe Crush in that boss position as well as Anakin here, but the same on Team Japan's side. I mean, it's a total mix-up here. I mean, they're running 50-50s like with people now, like, you know?
Yeah, they absolutely are. So I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be trying to pair up Anakin with Nobi.
It looks like Nobi sat down on the system there and he's setting up. But Japan have been doing the dupe out, like, you know, like they just
See one player down. He's like, no, come back.
Yeah. You've fallen right into my trap. Okay. Well, let's see if USA have guessed correctly here on the 50-50.
Nobi sitting on Japan's side, trying to see who's going to be coming up. It's going to be Joe Crush.
So that will leave Anakin in the boss position and Chikarin. Ooh, that
is very interesting, yeah. You know, maybe they're thinking, you know, he might have got him twice, but can he do it a third time? And as long as they get the first 2 here, they might, you know, be banking on the tiebreaker situation. Just in case for insurance, but Joe Crush here, making sure he's setting his buttons. We've been seeing phenomenal jack play out of him. We also got the geese out of him earlier today, too. 2 very strong characters for Joe Crush here, and no, he faked us out with the geese pick. Looks like we're going for the jack pick here.
The preset 4?
Which preset? I gotta wear the right outfit for this.
Okay. I was like, surely there's a ruling against Lego Jack, man.
Lego Jack and Rock Jack for sure.
Yeah. But here we go. Now, the middle match, Joe Crush versus Nobi. USA are coming into this with a point that Joey Fury just secured against Ao. Geometric plane.
Nice neutral stage here. No funky corners, no balcony breaks, no wall breaks.
Round 1.
All right.
Fight.
Up at 2, and the second hit just whips.
Wow. He's ready. He's ready. He's awake.
Gets the perfect wall carry. We're gonna take the damage. Ooh, double down back 4 for Oki. Oh, wow, he went under the 1+2 with the up 4, 3+4. Whoa! Who said big bodies can't sidestep?
That's it, man. Look, he's been hitting the gym or something, losing a bit of weight, man, because he got around that very quickly into the launch. Joe Crush, round 1.
Wow, caught him ducking. Dash into the screw for a little extra wall carry. Nice delay on that string to get the maximum grounded damage on it. Again, up 4, 3+4. Is this some anti-jack strat from Nobi? I've never seen this strat before.
I mean, I've seen that launch before, but I've never seen it used this much in a set. I mean, so frequently here from Nobi. And you can best believe it.
What? The clip. Oh, he's going for Tekken 6 combos.
Damn, man, he has the long shoes on him there to hit him from all of that range here. Old combo does not hit.
Nobi, one of the few players that has his own lever as well.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. All the way to the wall. Boom, big shoulder, gonna end the combo here. 1-1 on the rounds. Joe Crush still has rage.
Down 2 is good. Final mix. Wow, went for it. He baited up, but he messed up the punish.
What was the bait for?
You know, Joe Crush really likes that down 1+2 move. It has a lot of pushback. He just wasn't ready. He gave him what he wanted.
Yeah. I mean, that could have went an entirely different way if we just saw down forward 2 there instead.
Yeah, again, both the Jack players getting screwed out of their wall jump launcher. Wow. Doubles it up, little duck goose at the end, 2 lows, then a mid. Nobi taking the first game.
Yeah. Do we see the geese come out?
You know, I don't know. I think Joe definitely could stick with the Jack here. He had that opportunity that he set up with that down 1+2. He just didn't capitalize on it.
This was the weird wall jump thing going on here just after this.
Little off axis here. Yeah, he walks up, sets up the down 1+2.
Here we go.
There it was, and he tried to punish it with the shoulder, but he got a debugger 2 megaton punch input instead of just a regular down forward 2. That was huge. That was huge. That was the comeback.
That was it. Like, I mean, that would have absolutely flipped all sorts of momentum here. And as me and Spag once worked out, Tekken is a momentum-based game.
Absolutely.
Tekken is also a Japanese game, so USA.
Nobi proving that here.
Yeah. Nobi up a game now. Joe Crush. All right, jungle outpost 2. I think we've seen Joe Crush go to this stage a little bit before this weekend. So it's nice to see him that this is his comfort pick, and you know, see what's going on.
He also got the conversions too. If he ever gets that balcony break, he does land the combos on this stage for his 2 main characters. So hopefully we get to see some optimization if he's able to utilize that.
Fight.
Yeah, let's have a quick look. Starting off the round with back tempo, nobody expecting some early aggression.
Ooh, super aggressive Nobi style coming into play here. Wow, just never giving up his turn. Forward 2-1 into hop kick, steps around the get up kick, punishes the while standing 1.
Joe Crush. There's a mountain to climb here. Oh, that could be a great start for it though.
Big wall combo to plant the seeds, the bravery.
Round 2.
Wow, what a comeback there. Joe Crush showing it's never over. That 60 seconds still counting down. I've still got life bar left.
All right, Joe trying to set up for that balcony break right now. But he's kind of backing himself into that corner there against the wall. Wall crush is good. Back turn throw mix. Get off of me.
Oh man, he's getting schmixed. Uh-oh.
Down 2 into down jab has been a pattern coming out of Nobi here. Never wants to give up his turn. All the lows coming out of Nobi.
I was saying it's a bit too much to ask to have that happens twice in a row, that Joe Crush makes it all the way back from very little help here.
Seeing a lot of the Fangs use that up forward 3 here this weekend. It's a very good move, very safe on block, and it has that low crush.
Yeah.
Wow. Float down forward 2, converts it. Can we get to the wall? Ground hitting down back 1 on the first hit. Yup. Side step 4-4-3. No, we're pushing towards the next wall.
The optimization, exactly what you were talking about, MYK.
Yeah, he knew he used up all the wall hits on the first wall upstairs, so he couldn't get anything too crazy on the next wall.
Okay, a little bit more button happy or trigger happy here.
Oh, nice punish on the 4-2. Missed input. Oh, the blue shoulder. As soon as Fang's in rage, we always have to worry about that blue shoulder so fast, 13 frames.
It's crazy.
Nice punish there on the 4-4-3. But you went for the sweet Johnny Cage?
A little bit of a launch here. Gonna put Joe Crush into the corner here.
Nice. Wow, he even tried to save the axis there too. So a little side step left before he went for the wall combo. Still didn't save it. Messed up the down forward 4-3.
Oh. He's just getting bullied there. Put him against the wall here, and a very swift 2-0 there for Japan.
Yeah, with that, that means we're all tied up, one apiece on both sides. So there is no possibility of a tiebreaker scenario happening right now.
Yeah. So it's all on the bosses now. Anakin versus TEKKEN.
Oh man, I wonder if this was the right choice, especially with Joe Crush having such a good tournament history against TEKKEN in the past. But Anakin yesterday just played so well. But all right, guys, we're gonna send it to the desk to find out what our analysts think about the next match.
All right, one match apiece going into this boss match for USA versus Japan. We're back with Rip and Markman on the desk. Mark, I want to start with you. You mentioned that TEKKEN is a solid pick for boss, and you were right, but what about the team order for USA?
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, you got to think about it. They lost the selector match, so they were kind of forced their hand early on. And Joey Fury actually did a great job as he came in, able to beat Al. But the pick with Joe Crush for second, I thought it would be for sure that TEKKEN was going to be the final boss for them. So he probably should have saved him for the last spot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, that's the way the things work sometimes.
Yeah, Ripper, I think you were saying that Joe would have been off stream. You said that that Joe Crush would have been a really good choice for that boss because TEKKEN was a pretty probable boss match there, and you have some history, right?
And even without that, I felt like there was a chance to at least have Anakin and Joey line up to win. So even if Joe Crush loses the boss situation, you're just in a tiebreaker situation. So now, though, they put Joe Crush a little bit earlier, so now they're counting on Anakin to take out TEKKEN. Not the best potential order here, but Anakin's been playing very well this weekend.
Yeah, what do we think about Anakin versus TEKKEN for that boss match? I mean, it is a first to 3, and thanks to that win against Al from Joey Fury, this boss match now becomes a decisive battle, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be super important. I think the real question is who's TEKKEN going to pick as he goes into it? Is it going to be Leroy? Is it going to be Geese? We've been seeing a lot of Geese out of him as well, so I don't know. I think either way, Anakin's going to be prepared for the game, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay right now. Al, he managed to go to the Infinite stage and get the match on the board. Of course, Kuni's so good, but then the defense from Joey just so solid against the Kunimitsu. Didn't really let him get anything started, and then just finishes it with a down 4, 3 rounds straight, and you can see so happy. You know, there's so much on the line here, and you can see just how much it means to him. Then we went over onto Joe Crush versus Nobi, and I guess this matchup just, Nobi just feeling comfortable, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Joe Crush had his moments in it, obviously. You know, when I look back at it, really the big turning point was the down 1+2 he does in the next game here, right? Like, Joe Crush does that so often, and so many times his opponents do not punish it correctly. They whip right in front of him, and he's ready to launch and kill him for it. This time, I guess he didn't expect it. He's like, this is going to hit. No need to worry about him punishing, you know, incorrectly, and it cost him big time there. So, you know, a small mistake from Joe Crush goes a long way there, and now because of that, we have this critical match coming up.
Yeah, let's talk about this match coming up then. Anakin and TEKKEN. I don't remember the last time these guys played, actually. I mean, maybe there's not a ton of history between these guys, but I don't know if that works in Anakin's favor or TEKKEN's favor. I mean, the way that Anakin has been playing this whole tournament has been incredible. I mean, especially as we've progressed on into from day 1, 2, 3, the more that time passes, the stronger this guy's getting.
Oh yeah, and the way he kind of picks apart his opponents, his timing, his ability to kind of read how they're going to react defensively. Anakin is a king and a master at being able to do that, and I feel like he's going to show early on and set the tone of the match. Yeah,
he's been doing that for a long time, right? We know this from Anakin. We've seen it for years. The question mark for me with him and TEKKEN is, of course, TEKKEN has the Leroy, but he also has the Geese Howard. And when I think back to that one evolution where Arslan played Anakin with Geese Howard, he beat him up really badly in that matchup. So I don't know if that was a character issue or what.
I think that was a season 2 issue.
That was a really strong Geese Howard, sure.
Yeah.
So that's the only kind of real concern I have here, because otherwise than that, I think Anakin is playing extremely strong.
I mean, who would have expected Anakin to 3-0 knee in that situation? Had either Joey or Joe Crush won any of their matches, that was a team win against Korea, right?
Potentially.
But, yeah, potentially. Because that 3-0 in the boss match would have meant that, you know, they progress on through. Now we're in that situation. We're not playing for a tiebreak. We're playing for the win. And if Anakin could do the same thing against TEKKEN that he did to knee, they're moving to the top 3.
I do think, though, in this kind of a situation, when you have to have the win in this, it's a 1-1 tie, you want Anakin from USA side to be in that seat. So I think it all kind of works out for them in this situation. You know, I think Joey Fury in that position hasn't always performed the best, right? Joe Crush that position is kind of like a coin flip. Like, I would bet my money with Anakin for sure.
So you're happy with the boss match with being Anakin, right?
Sure, in this situation where it's already tied up 1-1, yes.
Okay, Mark, I mean, I want to ask you this question. What character do you think Chicken is actually going to go for here? Because we haven't really seen much of the Leroy, although that was the character that he's been using in a lot of the Tekken World Tour events, right?
Yeah, and I think we are going to see Leroy. That's the character I would expect out of Chikrin. It's either going to be Leroy or a surprise pick. I don't think it's going to be Geese.
Do you agree?
I have no idea because because today we've seen the Geese Howard out of Chikrin, right? So I don't know if he's trying to stick to one character throughout the whole day or if he's acting to go back for Leroy here. Leroy versus Jack, you know, on paper you look like, oh, the orbital is safe, low crush, blah, blah, blah. And he's got the parry for the jackhammer. There's a lot of good options there. Geese Howard has similar options, though, with the forward 1+2 and the counter. So I don't know, man. Either way, it's fine to Chikrin,
I feel like when it comes to Anakin, though, talking about matchups just doesn't matter, does it? No. It's like, oh, this matchup, you know, it works really well with Jack. You got Magic 4, you got the jab. Anakin doesn't care, dude.
Yeah,
you know, he's a character specialist through and through.
Yeah, you're thinking about Jack, but he's thinking I'm Anakin. He doesn't care.
We've got to think about the Leroy Anakin matchup, right, instead of the Jack matchup. Well, either way, ladies and gents, let's go on over to the main stage for the conclusion of this set. It's going to be Anakin versus Chikrin for the boss match.
All right, and we're back. This is it. It's all coming down to the boss battle here. Is going to be Anakin from the USA going up against Chikrin from Japan. There's no tiebreaker that's possible here.
No, none whatsoever. They are playing for all of the marbles here, and we get the Geese Howard versus the Jack 7. Last day on Earth, zombie stage, or walkers, sorry.
Walker.
All right, here we are. Man.
Come on.
This is wild.
It's all going to be decided today. There's so much money on the line here for this.
Yeah, this is going to be for who's going to make it into the lower bracket final, guaranteeing a top 3 finish here.
Yeah. Tekken is a Japanese game, they say, but I don't think that anybody in the history of playing Tekken has ever played for this much money before, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely wild. Oh, big armor. It's going to send it through. Okay, checking those ducks and a counter hit.
Adjust the combo with the back 4-4 just in case, because Jack and the big body is a little harder to convert on the big small heads that they have for the hurt boxes.
Okay. Oh, wow. Anakin. Oh!
Gets the rage drive. Anakin taking the first round with the dark greeting combo.
I love it. Let's go. Anakin playing the mental game right from the start, but Chikrin burns the max mode, has the meter to do so, and gets him all the way to the wall with about a 50% damage combo.
Oh, all this wall pressure here, homing attack just to keep him honest in case he tries to step away. Oh, wow, second hit hits. Oh, wow, Chikrin had the low scouted. Gonna be the wall as well.
Yeah, the thing about Anakin is he can always mix up that low timing here, but he slaps the shoes to take a round of his own on the board. Chikrin.
Ooh, returns the low parry back in the 3rd round. Round start. Just short of the wall carry, though.
Oh, like a bird. Okay, back
and
to
his
the wall.
name is Geese. Gonna get the wall, too close for the wall conversion though. We're gonna get a punish on that. We're a little bit close there. Has the duck on the high, but finds a standing 2 out of nowhere, just off of timing.
Okay, all the walls here. I didn't even know the wall was there. Ends it with the low. Chikrin swinging it back here. Anakin had such a dominant round 1. Can he get back into that headspace?
The jackhammers are coming out, and Chikrin now trying to step around it, but he's scouting the lows as well.
That's gotta be one of the things that's rehearsed. If you're playing, if you know you're gonna play against Anakin, you gotta be ready for those lows. I mean, he is so good at just whittling down your life bar with these big lows here, that down back 1, any of the low kicks that he's been sending out with this character.
Jackhammer's good. Out of range, but Anakin doesn't whip punish.
Okay, tried to punch
Geese
away
in
the
rage
Hadouken.
isn't so dangerous, but double low takes it, all tied up. Final round, first game.
Fight.
Yeah, the lows, the lows.
Oh yeah, you're gonna low parry me? What if I throw off my timing? How are you gonna low parry this?
Just Jab, jab, check, check.
Nice dash whiff punish with the 2-1 there. Tries to catch him with the big mid this time. Chikurin doesn't bite.
Yeah,
Out of range for both. No, falls for the 3-3 second hit counter at launcher.
Okay, all the way to the wall. Yep, here we go.
Decides to save the 2 meter. Doesn't go for the Raging Storm.
Okay,
Burns
here.
one there. Down jab to get his turn back.
Oh,
Combos it off the max mode air fireball there with the 1-1-2 Chikurin with game number 1.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this seems so 50-50 right now. I can't say who was the dominant, like who was controlling the pace of that game 1. It seemed to be so back and forward here. It seemed that Chikurin was just able to edge it out right at the end. A couple of really, really positive sequences here. But I mean, what about you? What do you think, Anakin? Is it just play that same strat again, or?
I think one of the biggest things in this matchup right now, especially against Chikurin, is that the call-outs with the low parry. So Anakin kind of offsetting his timing on the full crouch down back ones to throw him off, but man, the timing on Chikurin as well has been phenomenal. The one standing 2 that he got out of nowhere just off of timing, not a whiff punish or anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chikurin just playing it super well there, but Anakin keeping it close.
Yeah. Damn, the little head tilt. Oh, he's here to play. Man, the business end of that head tilt. Oh, that's a shivers down.
Oh, this is a big event here.
Yeah.
Huge games. Everything counts for so much. But Anakin not playing bad, but it's so scary to just like try to assert that jack offense, you know, like a misplaced jackhammer. Chikurin was preemptively trying to sidestep left around it. Or Geese also has that mid counter to deal with it as well, especially with that 1 bar on meter.
Yeah. But we are about to get back into the game here now. That's the timer down. We are already here. Anakin switches it up to Violet Systems.
Seems to be the stage of choice for Anakin. Forward 1-1 is good. And forward 1 is a great option too. Better tracking than the jackhammer, 14 frame mid.
Okay.
Ooh! Shoot him!
Damn, dude. Scream, aim, and fire right there. Anakin, first round on the board.
Wow, try to whip punish, but down 2 does recover crouching.
Okay.
Wow, second hit of the 1-1-2 dropped out.
Man, he's looking for those, that psychic down forward 2 there. You can see him just trying to catch him on his entry here.
And doing a great job of just playing in and out. He gets the counter hit on the second hit of the while sending 2-1.
Round 3.
Wow, and Anakin.
Fight.
2 rounds very quickly here. I mean, Violet Systems seems to be his home court here.
I saw the clock time, but there it is again. Sidestep left coming out of Chikurin, avoiding the full crouch low. Beautiful wall carry. Big damage off of 1 bar of meter, and this is why Geese is so terrifying.
Perfect to answer back. Anakin was like coming straight back into this game here. Chikurin answers perfect. 7 golden letters here for him.
Nice. Gets the punish on the spring kick there. Trying to take to the sky, sidestep left, but he didn't quite have that 1 bar yet.
Sitting on it now.
Wow, sidestep left this down forward 2, and that's the way it tracks. Anakin calling it out. Boom. What a quick comeback. You know, game number 2, what an answer.
I mean, we see it in, it seems to be the ability of some of the greatest players on the planet right now, and they just have this switch. They work something out, and it's something within the matrix code or something that they can just flip this switch, and then out of nowhere. We saw it with Knee against Pakistan as well, and we're just after seeing it there. I mean, Anakin, not that he looked out, but he definitely looked outmatched in Chikurin, and then out of nowhere flips this switch, dives right in. Yo, jack me in, I'm going in.
Right, believe it or not, you're still gonna burn. Anakin right there, scouting the sidestep left, catching him going that way, trying to avoid the lows and the jackhammer. There's a lot of risk involved, especially in this match. But if you know, if Anakin does get that down forward 2 blocked, when Geese has that 1 bar on meter, because he can launch it with that back 3 too.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying to think that that Anakin is still sending that down forward 2 out as well.
Yeah, it's a good call out because he's like, you're stepping my low that way, you're trying to step my jackhammer preemptively. Check out this down forward 2, especially if you don't get the sidestep blocking time, which is really hard to do.
Yeah. Okay. But here we go now. We are back to 1-1, and we're going to Hammerhead Stadium. Hammerhead Stadium? Hammerhead Station. Hammerhead Stadium. All right.
Come on. This might be amusing.
Let's go, Grease.
Oh, the little pop-off. The pistons are going off.
Fight.
The robot.
Wow, all the lows here for Anakin.
The off timing. He's not getting any more low parries now.
None whatsoever, and he's almost on half health. That's half health there just on low pokes.
That's the specialty of Anakin, man. He's really the master of setting pace.
Okay. Block here, not low parries.
Wow, big down 4, crouch cancel, back 4-4 for the pickup.
That's the wall.
Doesn't get the dash, little sticky on it. Leaves Anakin with a chance, but the dashing low parry.
Round 2.
Yeah, he's it's such a gamble for Anakin to do lows, but I mean, as you said, it's just a mix-up of timing here, and Chicken can't seem to work it out until those clutch moments come in here.
Right there, too. Deep dash, jackhammer to add a little bit more tracking on it. We did see Chicken try to sidestep left that, but it still found its way. At least it got blocked. Oh, back 3-2 out of nowhere, but the wall came into play a little early. Big body combo there. There it is. Finally gets the sidestep left around the jackhammer.
Yeah, that's what he's been looking for since game 1 between these two here. Anakin has been punishing it with the down forward 2, but here we go. Jackhammer still coming up here. Wildness, absolute.
Doesn't quite get the second forward 3. Anakin still up against the wall though. Chicken and stepping, realigning for it. Gets clipped by the jackhammer this time though. Oh, so tense. So tense. The 2-1 stuffed him out of the Reppuken. Before it even came out.
That was wild, man. You could see the trail already starting. Oh, he's feeling it. He's comfy up there.
Doesn't quite reach the wall. Spring. Cross chop. Ends up working out. Wow. Okay, adjust the combo, sidestepping into the wall. So close. Whip punishes the jump in, and it's all tied up.
For all of the marbles here, we still have another game to play after this, but you want to be sitting with that safety cushion underneath you here for so much money and a trip into our guaranteed top 3 spot here.
Oh, but you're gonna with that 1 bar meter. Catches a running 1. Wall pressure is building up. Anakin, how does he fight out of this?
Defense,
Max mode special moves. Finds another jackhammer. Toe kicks for the Oki. Slowly but surely, these pokes are adding up. Sidestep 2 out of nowhere. Big boot. Nice whip punish on the throw, and there it is. Anakin takes the lead.
Yo, you should have seen Joey Fury, man. He's popping off harder, man. Let's go. Anakin still stone-faced as ever here. He is going into the potential final game here between these two teams.
This is absolutely crazy. This is going to guarantee the top 3 finish, like Sam said. So this is so much pressure on the line. Anakin knows the job's not done yet.
Yeah.
That was such a great job.
Yeah.
2-1. You know, a lot of times you see Jack players only just throw out the 2 just to check, but that 1 saved him there.
Yeah. So what is it about Anakin's timing of his lows that's so difficult for Chicken to do? Because we saw it in game 1 that he was able to low parry a lot of Anakin's lows, and then just out of nowhere it just worked.
Yeah, I mean, switching up the timing and also sprinkling in a lot of jackhammers as well is going to kind of deter you from going for a lot of those low pairs. Well, just in, guys, we got a Japan with calling the timeout.
Yep, so they get 120 seconds to discuss some strategies here. And an interesting, we get the tactical break, I like that. you know. But yeah, so USA can't actually, their comms are closed for this tactical break here.
Right.
So Japan are going to be discussing what needs to happen right now to stop this big boy Jack right in their face.
Yeah, a lot of times they're probably discussing, like, how do I deal with Anakin's timing? Maybe if there's a move that I should be using. You know, there's a lot of strategies that he's probably going over with his teammates right now. But of course, since Japan called the timeout, USA team members aren't able to discuss any strategies here. Anakin probably going over some thoughts in his own head right now. He knows he's only one game away, and he's just trying to stay solid.
Yeah, I mean, that's so important for him to now to just focus on. You know, he did just take that last game. His low timing has been, like, just brilliant. I mean, it's very difficult for Chikarin to get anything started here with Anakin just there in his face all the time. The sidestep left was working quite a bit, but then Anakin started throwing in the down forward twos, and they were clipping him. Maybe, I think there was one time he didn't get a full combo for it, but he has been, he's just kind of shutting down all of the options that Chikarin has here. Very dangerous time if you're a Team Japan fan.
Yeah, Chikarin had some great plays too, like his timing on his standing two. A lot of the times they weren't whiff punishes, but his timing on when to throw out the standing two, especially with 1 meter behind it, you're safe with that.
Yeah.
And Jack, you know, isn't one of those characters that does have an option to deal with 2 forward 1. You know, some characters like Jin can parry the second hit so that he can't even max mode cancel it. But Chikarin giving the thumbs up, seems like he already discussed it with his teammates and he's ready to go.
Yeah, I like that. He probably had an idea of what he wanted to know. There was something there that was stumping him. So just call a tactical timeout. You sit down with your team and you say, all right, this is what's happening. What do I do to do this, to get around this, to beat this? Do I have a move that I'm not using like you were talking about? And I mean, he's got a wealth of knowledge sitting behind him there. With Nobi alone, I've just been playing competitively for so long, and still, I mean, still a kind of new kid on the block here in terms of
He's been around for a minute. I've seen him since Tekken 6 days. But yeah, like you said, Nobi kind of taking a lot of the mentor roles nowadays, you know, preparing the next generation of new Japanese players.
That's it. It's so cool to see. But whoa, got the tip range right there. He wearing them extra thick gloves on today, man, to catch him that far out.
That's really the specialty of Anakin, right? The timing on the down forward twos. But Chikarin here finds another counter hit down forward, trying to get as much wall carry as possible with the dash jabs.
Yeah.
Anakin knows he's going to get pushed up against the wall. Kind of baiting him like, all right, wall pressure me, bro. I'm backdashing here.
Yeah.
But already switching the position around with a couple of sidesteps. Gets tagged with punish on that while running one. Debug! We're doing that!
Oh.
We're doing that! It almost worked!
Round 2.
That was the bravery from Anakin. Jackhammer, here we go. Oh.
Big get up 3 counter hit here. Sidewall in play, but Geese, doesn't even reach it actually.
Yeah, Anakin letting him out here a little bit just to force the issue again with more jackhammers, but really, really solid low parry there from Chikarin.
Yeah, Anakin took the immediate timing there after that whiff. He was like, I can't get a whiff punish in time. Let me check with the low, and gets tagged by a back 3-2. That's going to be the round. And this is scary because the next round he already has another meter for it.
Yep, so we could potentially be in a situation where we see a final game here in this boss match. It doesn't get much closer than this. MYK, how are you feeling, man?
I'm not feeling good, man. I'm feeling nervous. I'm clenched right now, but here we go.
Slap the shoes.
Wow, he linked it off of the max mode air fireball.
Anakin's so lucky he didn't hit the wall there.
Deep dash jackhammers to add a little bit more tracking off of that. Wow, that forward one, I like it. Keep out forward one.
Stop him, man. He's got those long arms when he uses moves like forward 1 and his standing 2 jab.
Throw break on the 1+2. Final chance for Anakin this game.
He went for a down forward 2. Oh, wow, okay. Quick 3-0. The tactical pause worked. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you see Team Japan behind him saying, yep, that's what we told you.
Yeah, a lot of, you know, the 1-2 check from Chikarin there actually really saved him, and he got a lot of low parries again. So the timing on Anakin, you know, that little whip punish opportunity, he wasn't able to get the whip punish in time, and then he took that opportunity to go for a quick mix-up.
Cossack kicks.
Round one, yeah, the Cossack kicks. Anakin does go to it from time to time, but that had to be a mistake there. He got up in that scenario, got a standing 3, big mistake there. Okay. Yeah. Been able to tie it up just like that.
What's Joey smiling
He's
at?
still smiling,
He's smiling because of the Cossack kicks. You know it. Like, he's like, what are you doing, bro?
I mean, if it would have worked, it would have been the round and it would have been a funny moment. But all right, this is it. Between these two countries, USA versus Japan, final game.
Oh, it doesn't get much closer than this, and it is so nice to share the desk with you, MYK. Here we got the USA, bro, on the casters bench here to perhaps see USA move forward in the bracket. We've got loads of USA staff on here, man.
Yes, we do.
There's some good voices from your neck of the woods, eh?
Not too bad at all. Look,
Okay.
this is it. Final game. Violet Systems is the stage.
Yeah, Anakin was so much more comfortable on this stage than last time we went there. So let's see if that's going to make a difference here. What's he going to do about that low timing? I feel like the game is hinged upon that.
Wow, Chicoden getting real brave with the sidestep 3s. Wow.
Whoa, real brave.
Wow, all the down forward ones, but gets the claw.
Gets hit, man. Big orbital hand.
A little too close for that wall carry. All the sidestep 3s. Yeah, does have good frame advantage on hit. Tries the Joe Crush. It's not really an Anakin move.
Yeah. He was practicing that.
Oh, dash in with punish on the down forward 2 there.
Yeah, timing not looking 100% here now for Anakin. Needs to reassess here, reevaluate. There's a lot of money on the line.
So crucial. Runs into the back 3-2.
Chikrin about a round and a half ahead of Anakin right now.
Wow. Ooh. There's the first jackhammer.
Yep.
Gets the whip punish on the, the block punish on the get up 4. Whoa! Sidestep debug avoided the down gem and takes the round back.
He's so good at that placement.
Oh, try to catch him stepping left with that down forward 2, but he was a little out of range.
All right, jackhammer.
Oh, big trade. Chikoden's favor. Wasn't able to get a wall conversion there. Chikoden more aggressive with the lows and gets another back 3-2.
Oh, a lot of damage there on the board. And he's already got another meter.
+1, yeah, and back 3 does track that way.
Set point here now for Chikrin. Is he going to be the one to move into top 3 with Team Japan? Or can Anakin do something here? There we go.
Good.
Jackhammer, start the offense with it. Toe kick, get off me.
Jackhammer again.
Here we go.
Big move.
Side steps left. Underneath.
CL 1.5 under the jab string.
Get down out of there. Pulls him.
Chikoden get it.
Rage. And
Dash
the
whip
barometer.
punish with the 2-1.
No, dude. MYK, I can't
There's
do
the back 3 though, and he's in range.
That could be it. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Has our top 3 been decided here? Team Japan move on over Team USA.
And Team Japan just going up there, showing Chikoden all the love. He did it. He made the miracle play. The boss battle choice was the right choice with Chikoden.
Yeah, look at the emotion on the faces of Team Japan. That win meant so much to them right now. They had to work so hard to get it. We were 1 round away from a final round in that situation.
Oh, man, big shout outs to Team USA. They absolutely killed it here all week long, making it into that top 4 finish, so close to making it into that lower bracket final, but it's gonna be Team Japan as guaranteeing themselves in that top 3 finish.
Wow, oh man, this final 3 in this tournament, these next few games are about to be absolutely insane. I mean, I feel like we've seen some of the best Tekken that's been played in memory that I can remember anyway this weekend, and it's going to get more intense. More money is going to be put on the line. Oh man,
Every set.
every set.
That's the crazy part, right? This is kind of what a lot of people had as their favorites, right? Pakistan, Korea, and Japan in top 3. And that's exactly how it plays out here.
Yep.
The USA did a phenomenal job all week, guaranteeing that top 4 finish. Not bad.
Not bad in the slightest here. And we had him backstage here a little bit earlier on. We gave him a bit of a tour around our area and stuff. They're all very, very nice guys. Always smiling, always very happy, always very polite. So I got mad props to the boys, because as soon as they get onto that Tekken pitch, they are demons. They will rip you apart. It's
Great stuff to Team USA once again, man. They fought so, man, that side step left just to avoid the down jab, getting the raise drive. And right there, I don't think Anakin meant to dash in and do standing 4. Maybe he meant to dash in and down forward 4. Gets clipped by the back 3-2 with Geese in rage. Is going to do a ton of damage.
Absolutely. Japan are so strong right now. And you know what? How about MYK? We go down and we have a little bit of a chat with Team Japan.
Riyadh, was that not some good ass Tekken though? I know I've been saying it a lot, and I know just before, I don't want to forget it, but can y'all please do me a big favor and make some noise for the USA? Please, can y'all give me that noise? But I cannot take anything away from Team Japan, Nobi, Al. I just have like a few questions. What did you think? Did you guys know for sure that Anakin was going to be the boss, and were you locked on you fighting him?
最初からアナキン選手がボスファイトになると分かりましたか？そして分かったら最初からチクリンはこの勝負すると予想しましたか？
そうですね。やっぱ最後はアナキン選手が来ると思ってて、キャラクター的にも自分が普段から結構弱戦やってて慣れてるっていうのもあって、アナキン選手には絶対自分が行こうっていうチームメイトのなんていうんですかね、作戦で行きました。
So yeah, we devised this plan. We had it in our heads that Anakin is going to be the last one. We somehow predicted that, and also we knew his main character was Jax, and I feel very comfortable against this one. So from the beginning, from the get-go, we planned as a team to put me in the last spot to counter this particular character, this particular fighter.
This obviously set you guys up to go against Korea. This has been like a long-standing, like kind of Tekken like feud forever, right? A friendly rivalry, I should say. How does it feel to finally kind of get a conclusion to say, hey, Japan is the stronger, or Korea is the stronger, or Pakistan is the stronger?
次の試合はね、韓国対戦なんですけれども、もう長い間日本と韓国はファイティングゲーム、特に鉄拳で競争すると思うんですけれども、もう最後の最後にどっちの国が強いかと決められることはどう思いますか？
まずこの最後のトップ3にこのジャパンのチームが残れてるのが本当に嬉しくて、その日本が強いんだとっていうことがちょっと証明できたんじゃないかなと思ってますので、ただやっぱり一番になるのが目標なので、絶対優勝できるようにみんなで頑張りたいと思います。
So first of all, we are super happy to be even in top 3 to prove that Japan is one of the strongest regions. We're super happy about that. And now our main goal, what we want to achieve, is to become number 1 and prove like, yeah, we're the best.
Guys, make some noise for TEKKEN and Team Japan! Guys, I don't know if my voice is gonna make it. This is getting crazy. But I want you guys to know we got more matches coming for you guys, and we're gonna send it back to the desk.
All right, well, it all came down to one final game, and Japan came out victorious and progressed into the lower bracket finals. What a set! Chikarin showing why he has been the primary choice for the boss in these sets. They say pressure makes diamonds, and a lot of diamonds were made here at Gamers8. We have Rip and Markman here for our post-match analysis brought to you by STC. It was so close, but you know, USA can go home happy and be happy with what they achieved, right?
For sure, 4th place is a great finish, of course. You know, Anakin did his best out there, but it came down to a situation at the very, very end, right? You got Geese Howard in the hands of Chikrin with Rage plus meter. You had a life lead too. You didn't have to go anything, but he wanted to get the last hit, send to a final round. Chikrin's like, do anything. Just do something so I can find this back 3-2, and that's what he did.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you know, we were saying, oh, wow, you didn't have to really press any buttons there. But when there's that much on the line, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that much money, that much pride on the line, the stresses can get to you.
Of course.
And sometimes you don't want to, be too predictable as well, I feel like. And, I mean, Mark, you got to be proud for Team USA, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm super happy for these guys. I mean, this is, I would believe, the most money they've ever made out of a tournament. But again, I think this is going to just help shape them into be better Tekken players, especially down the road. You know, there's more Tekken ahead, and I just can't wait to see how these players will grow from it.
And I want to give a special shout out to Joe Crush as well, because he was the new guy coming in here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that what this should do is motivate the rest of the guys in North America to say, you know what, I can be there one day. You know, he came up from just playing online.
Exactly.
You know, playing the ICFC through the pandemic, and now all of a sudden on the biggest stage in the world, you know, for Tekken and competing. It's a beautiful story.
Exactly. You know, this sort of a tournament where you get to represent your region, represent your country in front of the whole world. It's always such a prestigious thing. And to get top 4 for him here, impressive stuff. So shout out to Joe Crush.
Talking about impressive stuff though, Japan, dude. I mean, Japan, I mean, they were always going to be a favorite coming in here. They weren't a #1 seed, right? But, you know, you could definitely say that this is one of the top 3 nations of the world, and they've now made it into the top 3.
Right.
I guess no surprises there, but still, with the way that USA played, I mean, it literally came down to a final game, so USA taking it to the wire. But Chikrin, you can see there with the sidewalk left. I mean, he knew what he needed to do against Anakin, but Anakin played with a lot of confidence. And
this was probably the craziest thing he let go, right? Like, he had the lead here, starting to gain momentum. This was after the tactical break too, right? They used that timeout, and ever since then, Chikrin came back with like 4 rounds straight or something. So that break was actually crucial in their victory as well.
Yeah, Mark, you mentioned how Anakin could get a little bit, you know, overconfident in certain situations where he had the lead, and I think that might have been why he went for that, right?
It's funny too, because, like, you know, I feel like the timeout came at the right time because Anakin was going in. He was lighting all the hits, all the key moments, and then of course this is the very end here where we saw this comeback, and man, Chikrin was just able to clutch it out. He was changing up the timing, sidestepping, using the knee to track the sidestep. He did such a great job.
Yeah, absolutely, and he did a great job, and that is why he is going to be our Kidia MVP. You know, getting the job done against Anakin in the boss match, and Anakin has been such a consistent play in that boss match as well. So actually both guys have, right? So it doesn't surprise me that we went right down to the wire for that one. But yeah, again, like I said, you know, Team USA, they can be proud of what they achieved.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're fantastic, man. Top 4 finish, I can't be happy with that. But the funny thing is too, you know, I was talking to all the teams before we got started. I said, what teams are you guys most afraid of? Everyone said Japan, Korea, and Pakistan, right? Those are top 3 for everybody, and that's what we got for our top 3.
It's so obvious, right? I mean, Mark, that top 3. I mean, if you are a betting man,
easy picks.
You know,
You know, and this is what's interesting. Now we're going to probably see what is the longest standing rivalry between nations. It's going to be Korea and Japan, and I'm excited because, you know, these guys have been going back and forth for decades now.
I mean, let's have a look at the bracket. I think we can check it out and see exactly where we are. Here is how it all went down. Of course, USA just dropping to Japan in that final game, but now it comes down to 3. Pakistan sitting in the upper bracket, and in the lower side, Korea versus Japan. And guys, we have so much we can talk about here, but there is crazy history. Mark, you know way more than I do about this, the rivalry these guys have had.
You know, and it goes, the history is really embedded in team tournaments. There were so many team tournaments back in the days, in the early 2000s, the SBOs, the Togekis, the different invitational events where they would invite the best players from Korea over to Japan, and they would duke it out to figure out who was the best. But it would always kind of sway towards Korea. But in the past few years, especially during Tekken 7, we see Japan's rise to prominence here. And again, I feel like they probably have to be confident going into this.
And you know what? We just saw the graphic of the prize pool. I can't stop smiling. It's crazy. These guys are playing for an extra $100,000. This is the most that these guys have ever played for in their rivalry over the years, over the decades.
For sure.
We'll get to that when we get to that. But I mean, yeah, top 3, and that will be our next match. I want to give a quick shout out also to Sam Ding, because he's going to be leaving now us here in Gamers 8, but did a great job on the commentary and obviously here at the desk as well. So
damn.
Safe travels back home. Damn. Yeah, Sam Ding, man, good stuff. But ladies and lads, it all comes down to this. Top 3. If we were betting men, which of course we're not because we're all halal here, of course, we would say that this would be the top 3. Pakistan, South Korea, and Japan. One of these teams is going to be crowned the Gamers 8 Tekken 7 Nations Cup champion and the greatest Tekken nation. But before that, we're going to go on a short break, and when we return, history will be made. We'll see you soon.